Welcome to day one of our Whiskey Tornado Advent Calendar. This is my favorite time of year, guys. I'm so excited to share some of my favorite bottles throughout the year with our Patreon members. I've been collecting these. We did this last year. It was so much fun. If you're one of our Patreon members and you got an Advent calendar, feel free to taste these blind, take your notes, save a little bit, and then open the review and taste along with me. See if we got any of the same notes. Also put down before you watch these reviews whether you think the sample is bar worthy or bunker worthy. Let me know what you guys think. Please post in the comments after you taste these. I love reading your guys' comments, what you think. But it is so fun for me to collect bottles throughout the year so that I can share them with our Patreon members. If you're not a Patreon member and you're just a subscriber or you just found the channel, feel free to sip along with us as well. A lot of the bottles in this year's Advent calendars are readily available, so you should be able to find them. The first bottle we have, day one of our Advent calendar, is a toasted barrel that I raved about. I loved this bottle. A lot of people are chasing Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. I think this bottle absolutely destroys that. So for day one of our Advent calendar, we have Lucky 7 Holiday Toast. How fitting, right? Holiday Toast for our day one. This is a little bit higher proof. We're talking about 57.5% alcohol or 115 proof. I think my camera will pick up on that label. The cool thing about this bottle is we can just peel these back. If you peel this tag back, there's a little QR code, and you can go watch a movie that these guys made to celebrate this bottle. Pretty cool. And these reviews and the Advent calendar, they're going to be quick. We're not going to go into depth. This is just simply us sitting back, enjoying bourbon together, deciding whether we think it's bar worthy or bunker worthy, or maybe you don't think it's either of those. But I think you guys are going to like what we have. So we got 115 proof. I got a pour of it right here. Super, super dark color on this. Beautiful. I love the color on this. Again, it's toasted oak. So let's get into the nose, guys, see what we can smell. Man, it's gorgeous. God, I love this nose. It's got those toasted marshmallow s'more kind of characteristics on the nose, but not too heavy. Definitely, it's like a beautiful bourbon. I don't know where this is sourced from, but on the nose, I'm getting heavy caramel, heavy brown sugars. There's a little bit of nuttiness in there. Almost reminds me of Heaven Hill. So I don't know if if they source this from Heaven Hill, let me know, but they're probably not allowed to say. But cinnamon, there's a good amount of cinnamon. I know it's a generic note, but lots of baking spices. I mean, it does remind you of Christmas. A little bit of like clove in there. I would suggest, guys, when you pour this, just let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes. Let it open up really good. Golly, man, it's gorgeous nose. I absolutely love this. Everybody's chasing all these toasted bourbons, and nobody was chasing this. This thing sat on the shelves. But my Patreon members and subscribers grabbed a bunch of these because they know I talked highly of it. Let's get into this. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys. That's just a good bourbon. Great amount of oak there. Little bit drying on the finish, but good amount of oak, cinnamon, caramel, brown sugars, everything you want in a bourbon, but just cranked up. The oak is borderline too much. It's like right there for me. It's like if they'd have had any more oak in this, I don't know that I would have liked it as much as I did. But if you don't like oak a lot, you may not like this. But for me, it's like right on that perfect spot. There's this beautiful, like, gingerbread note in there that I think it just takes it up another level, and it makes this a unique toasted. I would probably prefer this, honestly. Man, I'm getting a hell of a hug. Long finish. Golly. It's so good. I think in a blind, I would prefer this to Wild Turkey Master's Keep One. I'm sorry, I would. It's a $70 bottle, guys. We put $1,800 worth of bottles in the Advent calendar this year, so you're going to taste a lot of good whiskey. But To me, I would rather have this than Wild Turkey Master's Keep Toasted. It's just really good. It tastes like a very, very good Heaven Hill bourbon that's in a toasted barrel. The oak's cranked up just on the borderline of too much, but they got all those like vanilla characteristics, caramel, deep brown sugar notes, and then there's that beautiful gingerbread note running through it that sets it over the top for me and makes it unique. I absolutely love it. Just the right amount of sweetness. Almost goes bitter on the finish, but it doesn't. Maybe a little. If I had one knock, that would probably be it. But again, they're trying to get all those wood sugars out in that toasted barrel. And you're walking a fine line, I think, from making those too over oaked and drying and really tannic, but they didn't do it. They just pushed the edge and got all the flavor they could. This thing is packed full of flavor. It's gorgeous. I think it's the perfect bourbon to kick us off on our Advent calendar. 24 days of whiskey coming up and whiskey reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed day one. Can't wait till day two. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Lucky 7 Holiday Toast. Cheers, everybody. In